Good evening and hello. Live for Bonzito News today, I'm Bob Fillet.
And I am Grobold.
Today on the news, we have from a forum, Reid for Girl. This is in respect to calling a girl Reid. And from the user Stacy Lee 814, she says, I like the name Reid, but then thought Reid looked, R-E-I-D, Reid, looked a little more feminine. I'm not totally sold on it, but it's growing on me. The other Reid it reminds me of is Tara Reid, and this generation don't even know who she is. From
Just to interrupt you really quickly, do you know who Tara Reid is? Seems like a porn
yes,
star
I
name.
do. No. Don't get your mind out of the gutter. Come on, Grobo. Tara Reid starred in a couple of the American Pie movies. I remember that. I'm old enough to remember that. Let's get back to the reading now. Back on the forum, we have next Meg76UK. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. In response to Stacey Lee 814, she says, not to offend, but it's a very masculine name and not remotely feminine, no matter how you spell it. I must say, she is correct. I would never look at that name on a resume and think woman. I don't hate the name itself. In fact, I like the sound of it, just not for a girl. But if you really want it, personally, I spell it Reid, like the soft grasses you find in a pond. Reid looks more manly to me.
Very odd comments from the people on this forum, because if you think about it, people have been giving weird names to their children, especially in immigration countries. So many immigrants who move to places like Germany or Canada or the U.S. they give weird names to their children, and now it's people from these countries who are debating on weird names. Quite unusual, isn't it?
I must say, even in the United States here, we have a lot of weird names, sir. We have, when you go down to Hollywood and you have people naming their children Future, the Bash. What is the Bash? When I was in school, the Bash meant the poop. It meant the shit. What is going on with people these days? Grobo, I'm so annoyed. But then I must remain in character because I have a job to do and I am a professional. But then again, what the fuck is the Bash? What is the future? Can he see the future? Oh, goodness me. I am so sorry. From McRuby to Stacey Lee 814. He or she says, what a stupid name, I don't even know what gender this is. I cannot fathom how Reid would seem feminine. Oh man. I think this phrase means he thinks of it as being an all too masculine name. I see.
Well, if you think about it, Reid is usually a last name, isn't it? Okay, it's a last name, right?
Well, like Williams and William and other names, they gave to the people. It can serve as a last name or a first name. Because I know a William that has I know a Jeffrey William who's that for a last name. I know William Shakespeare who has that for a first name. I know Tara Reid. I know Reid Jefferson. I also know Bo Jackson. I also know Jackson 5. I know a lot of people who have these names, be it a first name or a last name. You understand? So
Bob.
Yeah.
I must interrupt you here, but Jackson 5 is not a.
Jackson 5 is the name. Is the name, Grobo. Please let us not get on this right now on the air. I told you before we started the show, do not interrupt me, Grobo.
Bob, I'm sorry, but I must interrupt you again. Jackson 5 is not someone's name.
Then again, it is a title, and Jackson is the first name of that title. So it is in reference to the last name Jackson. I am done having this conversation with you.
What? Are you insane? Bob Lee, are you insane? Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your damn mind?
I did pop a few pills before I started this show, so that could be in the cards. Then again, we have AS77, Ass77. That is one old ass. Look up Reid Kessler. She is the youngest equestrian show jumping Olympian in history. Rode for Team USA. This has been a completely unhelpful comment. This person is and always will be mentally retarded. Stacey Lee 18. Stacey Lee 814.
Come on, Bob Lee. You don't have to be so attacking to these people. Why such violence towards them? They're just innocent people writing their minds on forums.
I must say,
are you out of your mind?
I know you're
Are you out of your mind?
In my
Are you out of your mind?
Yes. In my 251 years on this news channel, I must say that I am very experienced, that I know what I am doing. Okay? You were born yesterday. You were literally born yesterday. Okay? From Mrs. Dean 11 to all. I've only heard of Reid spelling for a girl, and she means Reed. I know one and read a book series that was oh my gosh, she sounds dumb. We move on. And Global, I don't know why you're laughing in the studio. We need to remain professional. We need to remain professional because you know we need to show that we have brains upstairs. You understand me? We don't want to give our children names like Cherry Trevor Papadumra. No, we want to have sensible names. What happened to the days when we had George, huh? Huh? And we had Paul and Stan, huh? And Staniel and Nathan. What happened to the days when we had Smith and Timothy?
If I may say, your name is Bob, and Bob is a quite unusual name, especially for a single name. Because most Bobs I know have their full name, which is Robert, but your own name is Bob. Why did your parents call you Bob at birth?
Well, what you do not know of my name is that my name is Bobson. That is the full name. It is Bobson Filet. And I don't tell many people this because they tend to make jokes for some reason that I do not understand. But my full name is Bobson Filet Fish. Now, you know, I'm honestly done reading this forum right now, and I just don't understand how this could be even remotely productive to this lady who was answering the question. For Stacy Lee 814 out there, if you are watching, do not name your child Reid. That is a fucking joke, okay? Name her Ruth or Rihanna if you must. Go. That's as extravagant.
Bobson, if I may call you like that now. Stacy Lee did comment at the end, thanking the people. I think that she said something about thanking them, but even though some of them were quite violent in their responses, she still thanks them for the advice. So she's been quite a good sport, isn't it?
And I thank you, Grobo. And that will be all for tonight. For Bonzito News, I have been Bob Filet.
And I've been Grobold, your best host. So before we leave, Bobson, isn't your wife expecting a child?
Oh my days, Grobo, you dirty cow. Yeah, that is true. My wife is going to be expecting our 9th child. Yes, that is true. I'm going to be a father for the 9th time. And to show my support and solidarity for the United Kingdom, I will be naming him Brexit. Yes, he's going to be called Brexit Filet Fish. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and have a good night and be safe out there.